Let's talk about array constants. Let's next create an array formula that's only in memory, thus it's a constant formula. I'll hit Formula, Define Names, and we'll call these day names. And instead of looking at a particular cell, I'll say equals. To form an array, I'll show curly brackets around it. And we're going to have the first two letters of the day of the week. So I'll put in quotes, SU, quotes, and then comma. That's double quotes that I'm using. Then Monday. Now we have the first two letters of each day of the week in quotes separated by commas. I'll close off my array by hitting the closing curly cues and say OK. Now let's use this array. If you will highlight all the cells here in yellow, there are 7 cells. This is where the array is going to be placed. We'll say equals day names. And you'll notice it came up. I have that. Control, Shift, Enter. And you'll see the first 2 days of each day of the week. Because we used commas, then anything we put on horizontal axes will work for this array. But what if we put the array here, say equals day names, Control, Shift, Enter. You'll notice we only get the first day of the week starting over and over and over again. It doesn't know how to do vertical. To be a vertical array, we have to use semicolons. But we can make this work for us. We'll come up here, and instead of putting in just day names equals, I'll put in transpose. Day names. Control, Shift, Enter. And now we have the days of the week going vertical. Another formula that knows how to work with arrays is the index formula. Let's put in equals index of day names. And if I take the 4th item in this array, what will it give me? Notice I can just hit enter on this because it is an array formula and it will work. It gave me the 4th day, or Wednesday. Now we are all used to doing something like this, where I put in Sunday, and then take and drag it over, and or drag it down, and we have these values entered. This is not an array constant. This is actually a function found on your individual computer. Let's go take a look at it. I'll go to File, Options, Advanced, and come all the way down the bottom, and just above the last gray lines you see Edit Custom Lists. Clicking on that, you see a list here. SUN, MON, TUE, all separated by commas. You also see Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and JAN, FEB, or January, February, March, etc. We can add our own custom lists here as well. I'm going to type in the name of my 9 kids. You could type in any list that you want to use over and over again. I'll put add, and you noticed it added it to these other lists. I also have the option of adding it from other cells on my worksheet. I'll put OK and OK. Now let's try it out. You notice it does each individual and then starts over again. Or we can come over here and drag it down and it will continue the progression. If this is all I'm wanting to do, then I would probably use this feature rather than to create a constant array. Remember, this feature remains on your machine. The constant array is with the spreadsheet. Going back, notice if we open these up, it defines and talks about the definitions we've worked with. Notice an array can contain 1, 2, 3.5, true, false, Monday, Tuesday, Friday, any number of the items. They don't have to be consistent. It cannot contain formulas, functions, or other arrays, and the numeric values cannot contain $signs, comma, parentheses, or percents. A comma is the way we separate a horizontal array, whereas we use a semicolon for a vertical array.